Hello, Plasticjunky freaks! Plasticjunky here with a new shirt for my friend, E.G. Eric Gilbert. What can I say? I like collecting. It's gonna be a 20-minute video of my finds for November. I like to collect. I am a collector at heart. Whatever I see, I buy. If it's a good price, or if I cannot part with it, I'll just pay what the dealer wants me to pay. I have more lights. It's right next to me. It's reflecting on my white door, so that's why you see much better quality video from now on. It took me a long time to buy it, but I finally listened to you guys' comments in the past 5 years. The first thing I want to show is I found at a flea market, Sunday that just passed. This is a 1976 DC Comics Incorporated Superman lunch tray. Vintage, paid good money for it. Not too expensive, not too cheap. Decent price. This is something that I'm going to keep for my personal collection of Superman. I like vintage stuff like this, and when I asked the guy, could you go cheap for $5, he said no problem. The old man in French. Love this. The rarity is... It's worth a lot. In this condition, it's not bad. You have some wear and tear, but you don't find these often anymore. I wish the original sticker was still there. You could see that there was a little bit of a... You could see a little bit of a sticker that's there where the original sticker was. But you know what? For what I paid, it was worth it. Love that. What else did I found? Then I found the first guy. I found El Spectro badges that he makes. This is with a creature and him, himself, and 3 other people. That's version 1. This is version 2, which I showed you already. They weren't expensive, $1 each. It's something I keep in my collection. I give this tray 1,000 on 5. I give the pins. I'm not a huge wrestler collector. I still give it 4 on 5. It's small. It's gonna go in my wrestling collection. Talking about wrestling, I also found this beautiful vintage from the 70s, not from the 80s, of glass from Andre the Giant. I'm sorry, hold on. Hold on. I'm just gonna go like this a little bit. There's a little bit of a glare. I'm sorry. It's Andre the Giant. It's hard to tell. There you go. You can see everything. Beautiful. It says Les Superstars de la Lutte. Andre the Giant, and it's in French. Oh yeah. Beautiful piece. You can't go wrong with this. This is something that you put in your collection and you don't get rid of it. It's pretty rare. I don't know how much it would go for. I would say it goes for like about $20. Paid a good price. Not bad. I wish I would have paid cheaper, but hey, shit happens. I give it a... Like I said, I'm not a big vintage collector of oddball things, but I like it in a way that, because it's different. Oh, that's better. Let me see. Yeah, it's still good. Not bad. Give it a 3 on 5. Yeah, 3 on 5. Have my little Java here. We're 4 minutes in. What else did I find? I found this. The Green Light Hollywood Supernatural Join the Hunt 1967 Chevrolet Impala Sport Sedan from Supernatural. That came out about probably 4 or 5 years ago. No, a year ago. These are getting sought after now by supernatural collectors and horror collectors. They love this type of weird stuff. I don't know, I know that some of my friends that collect Hot Wheels and Matchbox and Corgis and all those, even those old ones from the 50s, Dinkies, they collect this stuff. Personally, I'm not a big car collector. I like it because it's supernatural and it's horror, so I give it a 3 on 5. I like it. Then I picked up this. It's a little bit odd, but I had to pick it up. Hold on. Yes, why would you collect Sesame Street? Because when I was a kid, I always liked Sesame Street. This came out in the 70s. It's pretty old. It's in English and French, as you can see. It's in pretty decent shape. I like it, but it's not something I'm gonna say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna keep it for myself. For now, I'm gonna keep it in my collection and the people in your neighborhood. Still works. Decent price. Decent price. Definitely. Give it a 3 on 5. Sorry about the camera does that sometimes. What else did I pick up? I picked up this Garfield. That's moves on a skateboard. It's from the series called Pause. This is more recent, that came out in the 90s, and Garfield is all plastic instead of plush. I'm a big Garfield collector. I find they're not that expensive. You pay between $3 and $20 a plush or plastic figure. That's what I like about it. I can find this cool. Yeah. I also found a little plush, the more vintage one from the 70s. He's the small version of the big one I have. It's the more first time he came out when he was a fatter face. I like it a lot. It fits with my Garfield plushes I have now. With the phone plus that, I'm at 25 pieces. That's a lot. And I think I'm out of room for Garfield. I give Garfield, both the Garfields I found, I give it a 5 on 5. I like Garfield. 5 on 5, 1,000 on 5. What else did I get? I picked up from my friend's store. This is the ring premium that in 1990s of the movie The Phantom with Billy Zane. Really like that movie. I like that one. Shadow, The Phantom, there's The Rocketeer. All those movies, I collect them because they came out in the 90s, and they're all old pulp characters that I really, really like. And what can I say? I enjoyed it a lot. I like those movies. A lot of people don't like them. This is a giant Stormtrooper Luke that I found. It was a decent price. A lot of people say, why would you buy that? They're hard to sell. They're not easy. They're not as desirable to collect. But for the price, it was worth it. I know they're not things that... They were dumped at Walmart and Toys R Us. The gun doesn't come out. It's a big gun, huge gun. I find that it's bigger than his arm. I don't understand why they made the scale of the gun huge. You can't take it off, but at least it's articulated. So 1 point, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of articulation, which is not bad. For a jumbo figure like this, that's about 38 inches tall, it's huge. It's a nice display to put next to your TV. That's what I'm gonna do with it. I give it, for the jumbo-ness, I give it a 5 on 5. Why I wanted it, it's because I like Stormtrooper Luke, and I do like Stormtrooper Han Solo. I wish they would have made more characters of Stormtrooper good guys, like a Chewbacca, and but big size I'm talking about, and anybody, like even Leia, Princess Leia inside a Stormtrooper outfit. Sweet! I love my espresso. 9 minutes in, we're continuing. What else did I found? I found 5 of these. On EvoBay, they go for 10 US each. Sealed. 1990s, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll show you this too. This I found at a thrifty store yesterday. This is a Stormtrooper poster. This came out about 5 years ago. They came out at Walmart. They weren't expensive. You could still buy them on Amazon or eBay between $40 US to $75 US, depending on the condition. If they're not used, like this one, ain't used, you can tell it's not used. I'll show you why. You could put it on the light side or the dark side of the Force. This is how you could tell it's not used. This little tray is to take out, you take out the crumbs of the toast. And inside it makes the sign of the bad guys. Of the dark side. The Empire. Yeah, that's why it's called Escape from the Empire. Star Wars, Escape from the... Escape... Anyways, I can't even pronounce it now. Escape of the Empire and Return of the Jedi. The Empire escapes. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. My Star Wars... My mind is not Star Wars right now. I like it. It's pretty cool. I can't wait to try this out. never been used. I bought at a thrifty store. There was no box. I asked the person. It was a decent price. I'm gonna enjoy this when every morning to do my toast. And too bad it doesn't talk and says, "Join the dark side." Luke, I am your father. It would be cool, huh? If a Darth Vader one would talk. Yeah, I give this 100 on 5. Beautiful piece, beautiful condition. I'm leaving some other stuff for the end. From my friend's store, I picked up 2 things that are pretty, they're still sealed. They came out in 1990s, early 90s. This is Wanted True Crime Cards, Series 1. This one goes for a pretty penny on eBay. On EvilBay, like I like to call it, about 100 and up US. Still sealed. Serial killers, G-men, gangsters, and mass murderers. Yeah. They showed these cards in the second movie of the Addams Family, Value, when he was at the camp, him and Wednesday. Pugsley and Wednesday, sorry, not him. Pugsley and Wednesday were at the camp, and they were trading. Pugsley was trading with the guy with the glasses that fell in love with Wednesday, and that was kind of cute. I still like those old movies from the 90s, like I said. Hold on, there. See, there's a little rip there. My friend had it in storage since 1992, I swear to you, in his garage, where he lives. That's Series 1. I give this one a Series 1, I give it 5 on 5. This is Series 2. Very hard to make a set. A set easily goes for $50. There's no special cards in it. The second set has special cards. The second set has, it says here, no, actually it doesn't. Oh, too bad. I thought I had foil cards. Oh well. Oh yeah, it does say. Here it is. They're back. Bonus cards. The Rudy King beating and a hologram of the electric chair randomly insert. More explosive, more controversial than the best-selling first series. True Crime 2 trading cards. This one is easy to make a set. You're gonna get at least 2 sets out of a box. This one you're gonna get 1 set. And for what I paid for them, it's best to just keep them on display and that's it. I'm not gonna say what I paid. I paid a pretty penny. The dust was free. I give, like I said, I give both of them. They both came out in 1992, by the way. They're vintage, 90s vintage, not 80s or 70s. They're pretty cool. You can see people on the side. That's Series 1. This is Series 2. You want to freeze it and then you could read the people. Pretty cool. Both 5 on 5. Then I found something that I always been looking for. Where are we at? We're at 30 minutes. I found all the Scooby-Doo guys loose for a good price. The whole gang. Yep, Scooby-Doo. With his tongue sticks out. His eyes and his tongue sticks out. There's different versions of Scooby-Doo. Definitely a lot of versions. There's Fred that falls in love with, not Velma, Daphne, Velma, and Shaggy. Hey Scoob! The Fred of the voice of Fred and Scooby is done by the same actor. I give all of them 1,000 on 5. I like Scooby-Doo cartoons. I wish I could get them on DVD, but it comes in a Scooby-Doo van. The set itself, the original set from the 70s, 60s, and 70s, I guess. Don't quote. Give me a comment on that. I like it a lot. I find that they're super expensive. It's about $100 and up US for the box set. It's ridiculous. It's too expensive. Here's the Witch Doctor from one of the cartoons. The mask doesn't come off at all. And I found a guy. The same guy had one of the staffs broken. I bought this one for a little bit more. I paid 20. Yeah, but I keep it for my own collection. And this is one of the bad guys, the electric monster. The one that goes through the electricity. I give this one is my favorite one. I give this one 1,000 on 5. I know it's a lot, but I just like it so much. It's such a nice figure. The articulation on these figures, like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points of articulation for the monsters, the ghosts. And as the good guys, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of articulation 8 points of articulation too. Beautiful. They're just really nice. I want to get all of these and just finish the set. They come from France, by the way. They're pretty... On the package, you pay between the series 1, 2, and 3. That's all I know so far I know. They all go for like about $30 to $50, depending on the pack you buy. All from France. And I kept the last rarest piece I got for the end. This is the Happador, Happadore, from The Force Awakens. This is in scale with any Star Wars figure. So basically, this is your Star Wars, say this is like a Chewbacca. I don't have one right now. And this is the scale. This was a huge monster. This was made only at Walmart, at Walt Disney Studios. That's it. It was a limited run. They made them for about a quick time. The make of it, where it was made, everything was glued on it because they didn't want to press it on. It's soft, a replica of plastic. This would last a very long time. This, for any, it's sought out after collectors, for the obscure collectors like me, sought out after the obscure collectors that like rare stuff. This goes for a pretty penny. It's not cheap. It's something I'm going to keep in my collection next to my Star Wars vintage figures. Eventually I'm going to look at the movie again, The Force Awakens, and try to find out which figure goes with this creature. He has a stupid name, but I give it a 5 on 5. I like it a lot. It's something that I bought off a guy that I see every 2 weeks. I go to a flea market in my area in Montreal, Canada. Quebec, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And I really like it. You cannot find it anymore in Walt Disney Studios stores. You would find it 4 years ago. The only collectors would buy this would be the hardcore collectors, I call them. I'm not a hardcore collector Star Wars. I don't collect everything. I just like to collect obscure stuff like this and the giant Luke. Plasticjunky out. Thank you for watching my finds from flea markets, thrifty stores, and my friend's store, comic book store. Stay plastic, collect for life, collect what you can. Don't collect for just because it's rare and you want to flip it. No, collect because you like to collect. People like to collect because it's part of their passion. Me, I do it as a passion. I'm all over the place. I used to be like this when I was 10. Now I went full circle, and now I collect whatever I like. I don't care what it is. I just collect it. Remember, enjoy collecting, and don't collect from your pocket, collect from your heart. Stay plastic. Cheers, my peeps.